Hey everybody, this is Strim Tom, and today we are talking about monks. That's right, monks. Aasimar monk, Fisty monk, kind of the monk that you see pretty much everybody playing. If you've been playing Dungeons & Dragons at all recently, you would know that the monk has been nerfed. Monk got 2.5 W taken away. Their martial arts feats that they got while leveling up used to give them extra damage on their hit and weapons. Now instead it just gives them 2 hit. A lot of people consider this a huge nerf and that, monks are pretty much going to be deleted from the game, but I don't think that's further from the truth. Monks are perfectly fine, they're very powerful, and that's why I've reincarnated my main character into a monk. There's a couple reasons why I did this. I know some of you saw the ranger and you're like, wow, that looks amazing, how do I play that? And now you're going to see this and be like, wow, why did you swap to monks so fast? What the hell's going on, man? There's a couple big reasons. Number one, I never really played Fist Monk, and I wanted to kind of give it the real chance. There's going to be some changes coming to the game soon and some different builds I want to try out, so I want to make sure I got some monk in while I had the chance. And as well, it's kind of like I was doing a Babala Saga raid, and we were running through and killing all the scarecrows and stuff. And one of the things that you can do in Babala Saga, if you have a bunch of monks, is you can easily beat the Shadow Totem section, because the Shadow Totems are affected by Mass Frog. So being a monk, I can just go in there on Reaper 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, and since Wisdom is my primary stat, I can just slam Mass Frog and instantly delete all those Shadow Totems, which is really powerful, as you can imagine, since the shadows actually come from the Shadow Totems are very powerful, and they deal a lot of damage. So I thought, hey, why not just play a monk, since I don't see enough people doing that, and let's go straight into it. And you know what? I really like it. It's a lot of fun. You've got a lot of cool dynamic abilities, and that really change based on how you would like to play the character. You've got stuns, you have all sorts of different lockdowns, and outside of just the basic stuns like Stunning Fist, Tomb of Jade, things that are super powerful, you also get additional stuns for a reason I still do not understand. The Perfect Pinnacle ring that you get from Ravenloft allows you to generate additional knockdowns when you hit people while in water stance, and then from the Epic Destiny ability, Balanced Attacks, you get yourself another chance to knock people down when you roll a 20. So all in all, you're pretty much just constantly knocking people down. Then, because you get bonus martial arts feats, it makes it pretty easy for you to pick up Whirlwind Attack, which is not too bad when you're playing as a monk. And for a reason I do not entirely understand, but I'm very grateful for, the ability Jade Strike reduces a monster's, or I guess increases a monster's vulnerability to physical damage, making them take 10% more damage from all physical sources. It's very powerful, and combined with the fact that I'm already Aasimar, allowing me to stack regular vulnerability, this is an extra 30% damage from all physical sources, and being as a guy who punches people in the face, physical damage, it's pretty much what it is. So I've been really having a lot of fun with this character. It was an absolute breeze to level. Going from level 1 to 30 was super duper easy. The second I hit level 20, I just went straight into Orchard Slayers, had myself a good time, and didn't even really need to worry about any of the effects or all the other stuff that monsters could do to me. I didn't worry about having the getting held or getting diseased or anything. I have to worry about my health bar because Healing Key is so dang powerful. It was just an absolute breeze. Going through epics was hilarious. Going through heroics, again, hilarious. The easiest character I've leveled probably since I've played this game, I don't know, probably in like the past year or so. I would say it was even easier than Warlock because this character is fast. Once you have the ability to generate enough ki, which is basically just being in fire stance all the time, you can use Abundant Step everywhere, and you do a lot more single target damage than Warlock, which makes the leveling process just that much faster. So I really enjoyed it and had an absolute joy playing around and just getting my hands on the monk. So what I want to do now is going to take this opportunity to kind of show you guys the build, and so you can try it out for yourself, maybe have a good time with it. But yeah, so I'll pass it over to me. Oh, and don't forget to check out the end of the video where I will have a full run of Grim and Barret on Reaper 10, so you can get a handle on how this character actually performs when you get to that stage. What is the character build? Well, to start off, we're playing as a pure monk, so monk, Epic 10, going Wisdom base. Wisdom is the most important stat for this character. And the idea is being an Aasimar monk, getting the good stuff out of the Aasimar tree, talking about Ascendant Bond, talking about the Shintao, talking about Wisdom hit and damage from Falconry. Get the good stuff that allows you to use Wisdom effectively and to be a monk. It's really fun. Punch people in the face, do a lot of damage, and the core focus and one of the reasons why I wanted to play this character is because it's a little bit more defensive than the last character I was playing, and the single target damage should be a little bit better once all is said and done. I don't quite have all the gear sorted out yet, so I'm still kind of working on acquiring all the pieces I need. Also, definitely should be in a stance we're going to go over some of the key concepts and why the character is so good. So for starters, this character is extremely defensive. You're going to notice my toolbar here is aligned with all sorts of fantastic defensive tools. Stunning Fist, Jade Strike, Quivering Palm, Tomb of Jade. All of these things have a very high DC, means most of the monsters are pretty much going to fail their save every time. Now you might say to yourself, but Shrimp Tom, you just moused over and it says Stunning Fist 92. That's not a very high DC. You're lying to me. A little bit. I have this ability here that I get called Deadly Instinct. It comes out of the Falconry tree. It allows you to use up to 50% of your Wisdom modifier as additional insight bonus to damage and DC's tactical feats. So when I slam this one right here, it's a debuff for some reason. But anyway, now it's up to 108 Stunning Fist. And then I get even more bonuses to stuff like Tomb of Jade, which is around 113. I can use Touch of the Void Dragon to give myself more ability scores. So with this, my character is super, super defensive and tanky. I can do all sorts of cool stuff. Same thing, Dire Charge as well. Get it all working in there. What makes this character work and why it's so powerful, other than the fact that monks are amazing and do a lot of damage, you get all this stuff out of the Shinto tree. This is one of the few trees in the game where pretty much everything is good. Everything you take here is good and useful. There's no filler. There's no points where you're like, I don't know which one I want. Whether it's offhand attack chance, physical resistance rating 20. Physical resistance rating is amazing. You get Jade Strike. You get Tomb of Jade. You get Kukendo. You get Violence Begets Violence, Meditation to War. A lot of really, really good stuff. The ability to resurrect yourself from the dead is also very, very handy, especially for me playing in Reaper 10, so that's important. As well, out of the Azamar tree, I didn't go with the wings. The wings give you double strike as well as strength. But my character sits at a solid 70% double strike, which means that when I use Reaper Strike, the Reaper Strike down here to get 30% extra, it goes up to 100, so I don't want to have more than that because over 100 double strike doesn't do anything. Of course, we go for the Ascendant Bond. It's very, very powerful, 10 melee power, as well as Immunity to Fear and Stacking Vulnerability. And then to the Falconry, we pick up all the Falconer stuff. So the different attacks, we pick up Wisdom to hit and damage. I put 1 point into the Action Boost Sprint, so I have more action boosts. When you're doing long raids or long content, if you watch my video about doing Temple of Elemental Evil, I was very often in between shrines using all of my action boosts so I can get as much out of prowess as possible. Because, of course, you always use prowess. Now, the bread and butter, you got Deadly Instinct here. Really powerful to give you that scaling on your wisdom. It's why this character works better as a wisdom base and not a dexterity or strength base, because you get an extra half of your main attack to your damage. As well, you get bonus damage against helpless opponents, which is good, and exposed weakness. By taking exposed weakness, every time my bird attacks, it reduces the fortification by 50%. This means I don't need to use the feat precision to gain an extra 25% fortification penetration. So this character is very, very powerful, because also this applies to all of my allies. Which means, in theory, nobody really needs to take precision, and I've got 100% fortification penetration, so I can do all sorts of cool stuff. Character is very powerful, a lot of fun to play. I'll go through some of the core items, or at least item build that I'm using. It's a bit janky at the moment, because I've still got stuff like the Treads of Falling Shadow Heroic. I actually have an epic one, I should probably put it on. But the things that matter the most, of course, you got the Braided Cut Cord, Legendary Shadow Hail Cloak, and Disciple of the Dawn. You're going to be going for the Silent Avenger set. It's really key here. Items I am missing. I need to craft a Slave Lord's item that's got Constitution, Accuracy, Quality, Wisdom, and Use Magic Device. That will be actually a set of boots for me. The plan is to get the new trinket from the raid. I think it's called the Mind Control Trinket or Mind Immunity Trinket. Anyway, it gives, free Trinket of Free Will. That's it. Gives Insightful Wisdom. It's one of the few Insightful Wisdom items in the game, so definitely want to look into that one. Then I'm missing the necklace from the Strahd raid, the Fleetfoot necklace. It gives you 20 to your Wisdom, so I'm missing quite a lot of Wisdom on this character so far, and I'm still doing plenty of damage in Reaper 10, so that's not a big deal. And then finally, I'm missing out on the actual good hand wraps that you get, which is Duality. Duality do a significant amount of damage. They also give you extra key on hit, which means you have infinite key. So the character works out pretty well. It's not too bad to gear. It does require 3 items from raids, though. You do need, or actually 4 items. You want to make sure you get the Molten Silver Gauntlets for your Deadly as well as your Double Strike and your Armor Piercing. Actually, I don't think you need Deadly because you get it from Perfect Pinnacle here. But overall, the character is really defensive. It works really well. Lots of damage. Feels very fluid, and I'm really enjoying the playstyle so far. So I really like it. Again, because you're playing as a monk, you have so many free defensive tools, whether it's my dodge bonus being lower than it's supposed to be. My dodge is usually 44%, so I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, you're having a decent amount of dodge and armor class, talking about having a whole bunch of saves. This character, especially once I jump into Reaper mode, my current Reaper tree is spec'd out, so I've got lots of dodge, lots of reflex saves, so all my saves in Reaper mode are above 80. When I have planar gird going, and I've got my greater heroism, then my saves go up even higher. So most of my saves, like I said, are above 80, which is kind of nice. And character feels really, really defensive, very, very powerful. And I'm looking forward to continuing to play it as we do more Reaper 10. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a super duper day. And I will see you later. God, I gotta stop burping in the camera. And just like that, you guys had faith in me that I would finish that quest, that you'll have a good time watching. Oh. Anyway, back to shoving candies made of caramel into my mouth. That's what it's all about. Twix. I got this like combo pack. It's like things. Got your Mars bars. Got Twix. Got M&Ms and M&M peanuts. Got Snickers. Snickers is just the worst. Is this an empty one? No, it's just got a hole in it. I don't know if I should eat this. Maybe a rat was trying to eat that in the factory. Whatever. I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna eat it anyway because I don't have very high standards. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this candy instead of helping because I gotta wait for it to get aggro anyway. Wait. So, what's odd about this quest is I can actually get Quivering Palm to work pretty much 100% of the time in here, which I do not even begin to understand. Like this guy, Quivering Palm, boom, done. But in Temple of Elemental Evil, Quivering Palm did like nothing. Anyway, this candy pack that I bought, it was right next to one that was just Reese's, like the Reese cups, which is what I should have bought in the first place. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I don't even understand why I didn't just buy that, but whatever, we're here now, so. Where's this ice storm coming from? Oh, it's a fan reaper over here. What's your favorite miniature Halloween candy? Twitch chat. Like, everyone has their favorite candy bar, but like, there's a big difference between like a little Twix and a big Twix. Or, like a little Kit Kat and a big Kit Kat. Because I find with the little ones, you just don't get enough. But with the big ones, it's the right amount. So which is your favorite of the mini candy bars? Vote now on your phones. Which one you like the best? I always find like the M&Ms and the Smarties, which I'm going to dump on the table and make a lot of fucking noise into my microphone. I always found the M&Ms and Smarties were pretty dope. Snickers is your favorite? Snickers is by far the worst. It's my least favorite of all of the miniature ones. Like, I bought this one because it was on sale. But no, Snickers is the worst. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we can it's okay to disagree on stuff. I just want you to know that I'm also disappointed. You gotta eat better chocolate bars. Snickers is by far the worst. It's like a Mars bar, but then they just shove like tasteless, awful nuts in this package. It's so hard to eat. Hurts your teeth. They do. The little ones are awful, and so are the big ones. I agree. You know what they don't make? Or maybe they do make it, but they don't sell it in Canada? Little Three Musketeers. You can get big ones, but you can't get little ones.
Just ask, and I will.
I remember when I was a kid and go trick-or-treating. It was the best because there was always that like one guy on the street who you knew was the guy who was giving out the whole chocolate bars. Hell yeah. White chocolate peanut butter cups? Man, I want to be in America. You guys get little Three Musketeers? Man, I do not. And we get shafted. I will say, a chocolate bar that I don't see in miniature format often enough because I don't eat miniature candy that often. Is O. Henry. When we had the peanut butter O. Henry for a while, there was like a Reese's crossover, so like Reese's peanut butter and the O. Henry. I'm an O. Henry guy.
You can now pass through the ruined door. The bear turns to speak to you. Let me know if I can be of any additional assistance. As you enter the alleyway, you spot cultists guarding the gatekeeper's glade. Grim smiles and says,
Oops.
For helping me in my prison.
Here comes the next one.
I'm helping everybody, I'm helping. I'm actually not.
Reaper in the wall.
Cat's not
Here.
Cat's not champ, but he still should have
Butterfinger? Ooh, you know, Butterfinger, little ones? So Butterfinger was actually discontinued in Canada for a while. So you couldn't actually get Butterfinger for a few years. Oh, that is there. I don't know how we deal with that. Yeah, and it was disappointing because I like Butterfinger. That's a hella good chocolate. I don't even think there is little Butterfingers. I know, it's disappointing.
Shield.
Or like,
Ram.
what's the other one? We don't have Babe Ruth.
Yeah, he won't come out.
I think we can just walk away. I don't think we can do anything.
He'll pop on us. Watch him. I'm gonna bring this group back. It's a carnage.
Okay, came out.
Big group. Ready to get in front of that tornado.
Hey, good night, Ador. Have a good. See you later. Have a good night. We need more candy. Oh, Snickers. All right. My favorite of the 4 chocolate bars in this box.
Watch that champ shooting him. The next recruit's gonna come.
Oh shit.
If somebody can
Get
get
the hell out of here.
nice thing. Alright, here we go.
Mini Butterfinger bites? Yeah, for you. Un-American me to say, but I don't care for Babe Ruth. Or Baby Ruth.
Got him.
Hey, what else is there? Baby Ruth is one that they did a limited edition Baby Ruth in Canada. Because then they took it away. It's not bad. It's basically like super. The best way to describe Baby Ruth is just super O. Henry. It's like regular O. Henry, but there's just more of it. Like it's just regular O. Henry, but there's more nougat and more other stuff. Another chocolate bar I actually like a lot is Mr. Big. I used to be like, Mr. Big's whatever, it's just a generic chocolate bar. But then I finally like understood. I grew older, became an adult. I figured out that Mr. Big, that crunchy wafer stuff, that's the best. It's not the best, but it's very, very good. Oh, you never had a Mr. Big? You know, like I said, it was the kind of chocolate bar that I was like, man, it's got that. It's called a big Mr. Big, but it's because it's large. But it's mostly oxygen, right? It's just a big wafer thing. But man, you get in there and you have yourself a Mr. Big. It's got that nice crunch. It's sort of like a Kit Kat. How Kit Kat is like not entirely chocolate, but it's got that extra flavor to it because it's a wafer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's Snickers. I give Snickers a lot of flack. It's still a chocolate bar. It's just the worst one. Actually, it's not. Eat More is worse than that. I don't even know if Eat More is a chocolate bar. It's in the chocolate bar rack, though. Eat More. I don't know what it was called. Eat More bar. It is called a chocolate bar. Dark toffee, peanuts, and chocolate. Yeah, Eat More bars are the worst. Just don't eat More. It's not good. So many other products. You have like Reese's. You could definitely go for some Reese's, man. That's a good chocolate bar. You can have like, what was that one? Malted milk? It's a Hershey one, or Jersey milk, or cookies and cream. Good question. Cookies and cream. You know what? Not a terrible bar, but emo bars? No, eat more. They're called eat more bars. I don't know if it's uniquely Canadian, but it's a chocolate bar. Oh, it's the worst one. It's like a toffee mix, and I like toffee. I don't know, I just never liked emo though. I don't want to stand here. I don't want to stand here. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, cookies and cream bars. One of those things, like, I sort of like white chocolate, but I find cookies and cream bars, I can't eat the whole thing. I can only get like halfway through before my body is like, ugh, too much sugar. Which is weird. Like, I like my sugars and my chocolate, but I find like I can't eat candy. Like some people are like candy people. I can't do it. I find candy is too hard. Because you get like gummy bears or
Don't
like
touch my frog.
Jolly Ranchers.
It's trim.
He was gonna get me. It's Reaper 10.
That was not a Reaper 10 frog.
Yeah, that's what it wanted you to think. And then boom, you let it sit there and it spawns like 50 Reapers. Calls in its buddies.
I'm gonna be grabbing both groups.
I get it.
I'm just gonna pour these out. Wow, there's one M&M just in the bag. Box. I shouldn't eat the rest of this chocolate. I'm going to, but I shouldn't. I'm gonna go back over here. Ooh, I play fighter.
Yeah, it's cool.
Fifth Avenue, followed by
Real
Heath.
quick pits.
Are you talking about like a bar in real life? Fifth Avenue bar. Oh, it's a candy bar? What the fuck is Fifth Avenue? 1936. Peanut butter crunch layers enrobed in chocolate. Fifth Avenue bar. What kind of garbage is this? What? I've never seen this. I thought you were talking about like a bar, like a physical location. Followed by Heath? What the heck is a Heath bar? Heath bar. A Heath bar is a candy bar made of toffee, almonds, and milk chocolate, marketed by L.S. Heath, beginning in 1914. Wow, that's an old bar. There, here's all these American candy bars I can't get. Heath bar, 100 grand bar, Mr. Good bar. We don't get that. Whatchamacallit candy bar? I've never heard of this. Baby Ruth, don't get that. Fifth Avenue, no, none of that. We get Score. Score's pretty good. We get Score. So I'll deal with Score. Score's not bad. It's good. It's good. It's a good bacon thing. It's not hard to get me to Google stuff. I don't know most things, so. Whatchamacallit definitely sounds like a made-up candy bar.
I'll pop in after this runs by. You guys are good. I'm storing up
Whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'm definitely like number one has got to be Three Musketeers. You know what I mean? Like it's Three Musketeers bar. It's a good chocolate bar. So I gotta go with my favorite, the Three Musketeers. Following Three Musketeers, that's tough. Crispy Crunch is pretty rad.
That's right.
Yeah, I can get one on Amazon. But I'm sure you can understand for very important security reasons I won't give you my address. I'm certain you mean well, but that's definitely not gonna happen. Where is this thing? Wait, what did I get hit by? Oh. Get out of here. Shrubbery. Monks are super balanced. Yeah, right now I got Twix, Mars, Snickers, and M&M's. Actually got one of each, which is convenient. And an extra Twix. Yeah, M&M's another candy bar that's super good. I like M&M's. Voices. Like I like M&M's for sure, but I like yeah, 6,782 Reaper points. Oh. I like me some M&M's, but I also like heavy helix. M&M peanuts are good. I like those specialty M&M's. What's another good specialty M&M? They've got